Persona 5 Royal, released 2019 for PS4. Persona 5 Royal is a JRPG with a split between two different genres: action-adventure dungeon crawling with turn-based combat, change the hearts of evil adults, and a slice-of-life part where you take time to talk with the other students and people around the town to help them grow in some sort of way as people. Each of the different parts take up about half a day. Persona 5 Royal also has mini-games, like darts, baseball, pool, and easily the best, fishing. Fishing is unlocked on July 2nd, when Ryuji asks you to join him at Ichigaya. If you accept, the following day on the 3rd, you will go to the fishing pond with him. During your first time at the pond with Ryuji, nothing really happens, as you don't even get the chance to play the minigame. Although, you do get a few confidant points with Ryuji and Kawakami. If you don't accept the request with Ryuji, you will lose out on the option to even go fishing until the 17th of the same month, when the book Fish Pond Spotter will be available at Taedo Bookstore. The book takes one day to finish, so you can read it in one sitting. Reading the book and going out with Ryuji both unlock the same thing: the fishing pond to be open for the rest of the game. But as for the fishing itself, Persona 5 is based on a day-by-day system. After you do an activity, like spend time with social links or invade palaces, a day will pass and you won't get that time back. Unfortunately, fishing also takes up time. The main character, Joker, has social stats which can be increased by doing various things around the world, like reading or eating a cheeseburger. There are 5 total social stats that can be increased. Those are knowledge, guts, charm, kindness, and proficiency. The only one that really matters toward fishing is proficiency. With a 0 in that stat, you'll be able to catch 2 fish. And each time your proficiency increases by 1 level, which caps at 5, you can capture plus 1 fish each time, meaning you can get up to 7 fish per session. When you first enter Ichigaya for day, you have to pay 3,000 yen in the daytime, or if you go at night, you only have to pay 1,000. Either way, yen isn't too hard to come by, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. But when you pay to go fishing, the pond attendant will give you some small bollies for you to fish with. With the small bollies, you can catch smaller fish. The bigger the fish, the more points you will gain at the end. The points can be used to purchase rewards from the attendant. The rewards go from better bait, to new rods, to some items and skill charms. The better fishing rods increase the amount of times you can fail at the minigame without losing the bait, but bollies are the more important ones. Basically, the better the bolly, the higher rarity of fish and more points you can get. But, if you catch 6 fish in a row on a rainy day, the Guardian of the Lake appears. The Ichigaya Guardian is one of the rarest fish in the game, as at minimum you gain a total of 5,000 points. Once you catch the Guardian, during the 3rd semester, you will have the chance to catch the Ichigaya Kingpin, the rarest fish in the game. Just like the Guardian, the Kingpin can only be found if you successfully caught 6 fish in a row, or on a rainy/snowy day. But as for the minigame itself, once you start to use the pond, there will be multiple fish shadows in the water, the smaller ones being more common and the larger being rarer, or worth more at the very least. If you read the book Essence of Fishing, you will be able to use your third eye ability, which allows you to see the fish underneath the water, which helps in getting the fish that you want. Once you find it, point the cursor thing, I guess, near the fish that you want and press X. On a PS4 controller, on Xbox or PC it might be different. And time another X press to cast the rod as close as you can to the fish. How far you cast the rod can be a little difficult to gauge, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Once you hook a fish, a prompt will appear on the bottom of the screen with a little red part in the middle. The red part will increase and decrease in size depending on the rarity of fish. But your main goal here is to reel the fish into Joker without having the small tab hit the sides of the prompt. In order to catch the fish, you have to press X when the tab is in the middle of the red. The rarer the fish, the more bouncy the tab will be, making it harder to catch the fish. The tab will start drifting from one side to the other. If it does this, hold in to try to force the fish back into the red. The better you do at the game, the more the fish will visually move closer to Joker. And once it reaches the end, you will have successfully caught it. But if the fish hits the side of the prompt too many times, which increases depending on the rod you have, the fish will eventually get away and you will lose the bait, so recommend not having that happen. But if you do catch the fish, Joker will show it off to the camera with its size next to it. The bigger the fish is, the more points you'll get from it. Overall, Persona 5 Royal has a solid fishing minigame, although it's nothing to write home about. And it's unfortunate that you can only do it a limited amount of times in a playthrough. But for what it is, it's fun. Alright, so post-editing me here, and I gotta say, after fishing for like 5 more hours straight, I actually really liked the minigame more than I said I did. I just found it to be super fun, and honestly, I'm a little disappointed that there is a cap to it, as I just wanted to keep doing it. But that's just future me. I enjoyed it more than I said I did, and that's pretty much all I have to say here. I might do a video of the original Persona 5 later, since it has a few minor changes in it, but that would be a while away if anything. But thank you for watching.